That's nice. So I always had a question like, what is the difference between VC and PE? I think your firm was a VC firm, right?
So Vespers is kind of flexible. So I would say
Okay.
So how Vespers is categorized is like a crossover fund, which basically means that they invest both in public markets in the sense that in stocks, uh, was also and but also invest in startups. And the difference between VC and PE is that VC is kind of taking the early stage bet. It is investing in, let's say, seed and Series A and even pre-seed, all of those kind of roles,
Hmm.
all of those kind of rounds. Versus PE is kind of taking bets on mature companies which are a certain size and scale. And usually VC deals will not involve a lot of debt. Like, of course, there are new venture funds which have debt financing as well,
Hmm.
but a lot of the VC deals do not have any debt component, versus PE deals primarily have a debt component, because that's how, like, once you pay down debt, you kind of have a larger ownership. And or like the returns work in that way that you take debt to finance the deal, but you still have the equity ownership. And once the debt burden goes down, you kind of create a lot of debt returns for yourself.
Hmm.
And hence that's how, like, the PE deal is kind of
Structured.
structured.
Hmm.
So I think that is how I would say the key difference is. The kind of diligence also is slightly different. Like, a PE deal will actually go into the business quite a bit. There'll be, because it's a large business, there's a lot of data points to actually diligence on.
Hmm.
Versus VC is kind of taking more earlier stage bet. So there's less points to, like, diligence on, like in terms of the business particularly, but there's more points on, like, the market size, etc. And a lot of times the market is not even created, right? For example, like, people who invest in Zoom, there were no video conferencing at that point in time. So
Hmm.
then you have to imagine and, kind of like work towards, like, building a market size from bottoms up perspective. So I think that is how I would like differentiate between the two.